Hello and welcome into the very first episode of our new chronicle, New Blood by Night. I'm your host and storyteller, Void Doll. It's a pleasure to have you. Let's quickly meet our players. To my left, we have Luke. Tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm playing Azriel, and he's pretty new to being a vampire, and he's still trying to figure everything out.
Thank you, Luke. And up next, we have Calysso.
Hi, I'm Calysso. I'm not that new to vampire, and I play Felix Logan. Also new in the blood, and as far as he's concerned, he probably thinks he's just in a coma on the really good drugs and imagining things.
Hell yeah. All right, up next, we have Caleb.
Hey there, I'm just another villain, or Caleb if you would prefer. I will be playing Samiel. Not new to vampire, been playing for a while, but character's newish, to say the least. Definitely out here to have some spooky, scary times, and it's gonna be a good time.
Thank you muchly. Up next, we have Spectre Zero.
Hi, my name is Spectre Zero, and I'm gonna be playing Aurora. Nice to meet everybody. But yeah, she's still kind of new to vampire. This is only my second game of vampire, so I hope to learn with everybody.
And last but certainly not least, Jaqi.
Hello, I'm Jaqi, introvert extraordinaire. I will be playing Morrigan Ode, a assassin by not her means.
Cool. All right, let's play a game of vampire. Everybody roll a rouse check.
Failed.
My character sheet is not loading.
That's a fail for me.
That's a success for me.
Failed?
Right, your hunger increases for those of you that failed by 1. Azriel, what'd you get?
I passed.
Woohoo! All right. We start the session with Samiel. Where are you an hour and a half after you've awoken for the night?
What?
Where are you an hour and a half after you've awoken for the night?
Hour and a half after a waking night, Samiel will be out in the woods. Believe it or not, just kind of coming back from visiting his roommates and then going out to see Artemis.
All right. I need you to roll a wits and awareness.
Wits and awareness. Oh man, that's right. I'm not Nikolai.
Oh no.
Wits and awareness. Oh man, now I know how Nat feels with Eve. That is 3 successes.
All right. You feel the crisp night air. You can hear the night bugs. The crunch underfoot as you move through the forest. You aren't quite to Artemis's abode. But this part of the forest, the quarter of a mile leading up to the abode, is... Usually there's a shift. An obvious presence that bubbles in the air, and it feels as if you're passing through some sort of barrier. You're expecting it, but with your roll it doesn't come. And you find yourself turning on heel, only to see a park bench. And seated on that park bench, an elderly woman in a pink shawl and muumuu, with rabbit character slippers and a small bag in her hands. She definitely sees you, Samiel, because she's smiling at you and motioning you forward, closer. And then her withered hand gently taps the seat next to her 1, 2, 3 times. What do you do?
He's gonna like kind of eyeball her and just thinks it's weird someone would beckon them in such a fashion. And he's just going to slowly, like cautiously approach. And as he does get closer to her, he will say, are you sure you want me to sit here?
She says, "Oh yes, darling. Please, I have something I'd like to tell you."
All right. It's just kind of strange. But sure. And he'll take a seat next to her.
You've never seen this bench here before. And in fact, it's a little unnerving, but when you sit down, it feels like new construction. Like the benches out on the bay that you can, or you used to, sit and watch the sunrise and listen to the ocean. Feels like that. A little nostalgic. But her withered hand on yours brings you back to reality, to here, to now. And she slips a key into your palm, an old-fashioned kind, with a large plastic tag linked to it by a keychain link. It's got a hotel room on it, a number, 201. You'll be needing it, darling. Pat, pat, pat on your fingers. I've been meaning to tell you, Samiel. Someone's looking for you. And she says, an address.
Someone's looking for me. Maybe it's who I'm going to see. Couldn't think of anyone else, really. Well, maybe a couple other people, but yeah, I think I know who it is. Unless it's someone else.
Oh, delightful. Then you'll know what to expect. Vacations, after all, are a delightful thing. And she stands, and she begins to shuffle away.
As he's watching her shuffle away, wait, I didn't get your name.
She continues to shuffle away in her cartoonish bunny slippers. And as she does, she hums. And you place the tune. Ring around the rosy pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all... And you look down at the key. And when you glance back up, she's gone. Describe what Samiel looks like sitting on the bench alone.
So Samiel will be... he is a... What you would consider to be a bit imposing for someone being around the height of 6'8", a semi-muscular build. His face is wrapped in bandages. I think the best way to correlate it is like Hush from Batman, so you can't see his face. He's wearing I want to say it's like a hoodie, but it's like a huge coat, and the hood pretty much covers the majority of his face if he puts it up. Dark blue t-shirt, kind of black and gray camo pants, and some black boots.
As the camera begins to fade out, what do? Are you gonna head to this location?
I mean, he'll just kind of say to himself, it would be kind of rude not to just, at least show up and see what it's about, even if that whole situation was creepy. Yeah, I'll go see Artie later. There's enough time. And he will get up and head towards the hotel.
All right. Question, do you drive or do you Uber?
He does have a car.
Oh my god, wow.
The first character to have a car.
Okay, go ahead and roll a dexterity and drive. You need at least a 1 not to get pulled over.
A 1 not to get pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
Screw you, Dad. I'm gonna steal the car and blast rock and roll. Let's see. Drive. Okay. How about that? I got 2.
Okay, excellent. You're a great driver. Excellent. Superb. Brilliant. You even slow down for the speed traps. And we're gonna slide to our next kindred. Aurora. Where are you this evening? An hour and a half after waking.
I am at a public park, and I am going to all the billboards and putting up flyers for a missing dog.
What does the dog look like?
He is this really big, beautiful, black shepherd. Just all black. And Aurora is it's a number, and you can tell she's kind of she's just trying to keep it together. She's trying with her little stapler and checking her phone to see if there's messages of anyone who's answered. And every now and then she's like, Fenris, where are you? Oh my god, he's been gone for so long. What am I gonna do? And so she just walks around to places where you can put up posters and everything. And she's just at the beginning, the entrance of the park. You can tell that she's put posters in multiple places, in every phone post.
All right. You hear a voice about your 6th poster, your 2nd time calling for him. Are you missing your dog, young lady?
Oh my god, yes! Where? Oh, sorry, hello? And she looks around for the dog. Or the voice.
You turn to your left, and sitting on a bench is an old woman in a violet muumuu with a lavender shawl and little bear slippers.
Aurora immediately goes to this person and she says, "Oh my god, have been looking for my dog Fenris. Have you seen him? I haven't been able to find him, and I'm really worried. It's just there's been so much going. I'm sorry. Have you seen him?"
She's holding the poster in one hand, and she's got a small bag in the other, and she says, "I think what you're looking for might be here." And she hands you the bag.
Oh my god, really? Oh my god, thank you so much. This is the first lead I've had. I was so excited. Oh, thank you. How can I repay you? Do you, let me get your number, your name or something. This is the least I can do. This is the first lead I've had this entire time.
Nothing to trouble yourself with, young lady. Just remember, vacations are a wonderful thing. And she sighs and gets this distant look in her very wrinkled, sagging face. This wistful expression that mimics youth for just a moment. And then she stands, she withdraws a cane, and she begins to shuffle away. And you're left with this bag and the poster of Fenris. On the back of the poster is an address. Would you like to open the bag?
Yes.
Inside, interesting, is a chain of beads, delicately carved, small characters all around their wooden face. And at the very end, a small key. Roll.
Can I look at the characters?
Yeah, roll an intelligence and a academics for me.
Okay. And did you get that roll?
It didn't go through for me. Did it go through for you?
No. Let me try again. Do.
Holy shit.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's why, Lord.
It is a chain of Tibetan prayer beads. And the way that they're set up is almost like a prayer wheel. Typically a prayer wheel, well, maybe not so typically. Occasionally, prayer wheels could be dipped in ink and then rolled on a scroll of paper, delineating a prayer spoken, a prayer that would be consumed in a sacred fire, sending the prayer to heaven. These are carved and shaped similarly. They feel old.
So she would have Aurora's gonna get her notebook and her charcoal that she has because she's a nerd and that's what nerds do. They put paper over charcoal for history and stuff like that over pieces, and she's gonna try to do that with the beads and try to roll out as much as she can of what's being said, because now like it's like she's doing this like hyperfixation on this, and she's like, oh, maybe this, oh, interesting. I haven't seen one of these since well, since I was studying at the museum in the UK. Interesting, very interesting. And she starts rolling it out on a piece of paper, trying to do that as best as she can.
Roll a dexterity for me. And an academics.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna, I guess it takes a little bit. There we go.
It is extremely difficult, and it does take you quite a bit of time there under the lamplight in the park to roll out the prayer. You manage to make out a couple of the phrases. After all, each bead has been carved with a different blessing. The two that you are able to make out of the 9 prayers. The first one, a prayer for lost things found. And the second one, it says protection from the first to murder.
Okay. A prayer from the first thing, a prayer to find things.
It's odd.
And
There are no Tibetan myths about the first murderer in so far that you can immediately recall. It might require a trip to the library. But that's only after you find Fenris.
yeah, immediately she's like, she wants to investigate. She's like, no, I shouldn't. I should call an Uber and figure this out because, well, I don't have a car anymore. And anyways, I can study these more in the Uber. And so she asks Uber to the place.
Sorry, I was muted. As you are sliding into the Uber, go ahead and describe what your character looks like.
So my character Aurora is this 5'3", like Latina girl. She has like that Latina curvy physique, and she's wearing like really loose like khakis. Think of the attire from Rachel Weisz from The Mummy, and that's exactly what she's wearing. She's very loose pants, this very nice white loose blouse, and like this really loose. So she's trying to cover up her figure as much as possible. And she has these beautiful green eyes that she hides behind with these really big glasses.
All right. So as we slowly zoom out, the camera slides to our next Kindred. All right, Mori, where are you an hour and a half after waking for the night?
The question I have is, what day of the week is it? That'll determine where she is.
It's a Friday.
All right. Honestly, she's just probably prowling through the city looking for any person that might be causing a scene.
Roll a wits and awareness.
Do you? One, two, three, four. 4 successes.
Are you downtown or are you in like suburbs?
Wherever the most crime would happen, that's probably where she would be. So I'd probably say downtown.
Okay. Okay. You hear a interesting ruckus. Interesting in that it's not like screaming or any violence, but it's a mournful cry, like someone in great grief, down a narrow alleyway that opens up into this miniature courtyard between apartment complexes.
She will not slowly. She'll make her way over there.
Okay. You see an old woman curled up on a bench. She's sitting, but she's like curled into herself. And it looks like she's holding a photo, a tiny frame. And she isn't quite weeping, but she's making these sorrowful moans.
I think she'll make her way up there, but she won't face the old lady. Something the issue?
Oh, I'm sorry to have disturbed your evening, young lady. She's wearing soft blues, almost periwinkle. Her hair's up in curlers with a bonnet. Her skin is a deep tan. And she's got little cow slippers that are quite cute. I was simply remembering. And she holds out a photo to you.
I mean, she'll look at it. Oh, ooh. Could she, like, is she offering it out, or
Yeah.
is she, like, okay, yeah, she'll take it and look at it.
It's of a young man. Blonde, huge grin, cheeky looking. Maybe her son?
Okay. So, looking at a picture of your son made you cry? Or was there something going on? She hands it back.
Simply missing the world as it was. Thank you for your kindness. And then she hands you a Ziploc bag. The ones with the sliding clasp to close them. The nice ones, you know. And inside is a keychain. And a note.
I really didn't do anything. I don't need a gift. Thank you, though.
Someone's waiting for you here. And she offers the Ziploc bag again.
That catches her attention. Who sent you?
She simply smiles and holds out the bag with a little shake. She's very non-threatening when she smiles.
She'll take it and open up the bag. You said a keychain?
Mm-hmm. It's got like iconic characters like Goodbye Kitty and Cinnamon Bun and, you know, some of those anime girls that are famous. There's one that has little bat wings and violet hair with mint on the bottom and one black streak.
Okay.
AKA Dolly.
They want me to have this? That doesn't sound like them.
She nods. Vacations can be a wonderful thing. And then she gets up. Only she reaches out to your arm and gives you a gentle squeeze. And it feels... oh man, it feels like a connection.
Do I know you?
She just smiles at you.
Yeah. Mori's gonna back up.
And then she begins to delicately meander away.
Mori will just kind of stare after the old woman until she rounds a corner, and then look at the contents of the bag. So they want me to go to a vacation. I wonder who pissed them off. She'll bag it, and she'll make her way.
As you begin to descend the gently sloped alleyway out of that little courtyard area, go ahead and describe what your kindred looks like.
Mori has unbelievably pale skin, partially because of the makeup she puts on, and the other part because she's vampire. She has pink eyes because she has ocular albinism, and a mask, intricately carved, black and red. Cross between Oni and Wolf in design. And she has that on pretty much all the time. And as she was walking around and trying not to be noticed, just a casual, I'd say just a dark hoodie, black, jeans. But she'll go... Yeah, that's pretty much... Oh, and, sorry. She stands about 5'11". Sorry, 4'11". And her features are very Asian.
Hell yeah. I love her. I love her. Okay. So thus far, all three of the kindred we've met, when the woman leaves, she hums a song. A ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all. And then the song just cuts off. All right. Moving to our next kindred. Felix. An hour and a half after waking up. Where can you be found?
In the elevator down to the hotel lobby. Felix just finished the modern version of Nosferatu and got an email notification that a packet has arrived. So he's going to the reception to grab it.
All right. Roll a wits and awareness.
No. Need to check something with... Okay. Oh, sorry, I made it the other way around. I'm trying the...
Yeah, awareness and
20
wits.
thing.
Or
Yeah, it's the other way around.
yeah, sorry.
Yes, and wits. That's 3 successes.
All right. The lobby should be alive. It should be with a little hustle and bustle. It isn't that late. But it's empty. It's quiet. And the only person in the lobby is an old woman.
Since Felix is a little bit hungry, he does eye over to the woman to see what's about her.
She's wearing a light green mint muumuu. Her slippers are little bats. Her hair is up in curlers and a bonnet. And when she notices you eyeing her, she smiles and she beckons you closer.
He smiles back and he shimmies over to her.
He shimmies.
Yeah, he always hears music with his big earphones that he has on, so he's always moving to the music. When he gets close, he puts the headphones down though, and with a bright smile, good evening.
And she grins, good evening to you as well. Are you busy?
Not particularly. Do you have something in mind? I can spare some time.
Oh,
Probably.
wanted to give you this. And she reaches into the pocket of her muumuu and withdraws a wooden box.
Ooh. Thanks. What's in the box?
You open it up?
I look at it first, like, just plain wooden, or is it something like the Hellraiser puzzle thing, or somewhere in between?
It looks like a simple wooden box that you would get at like a Ren fair. It's got, looks like Celtic knots all around it.
Ooh. That intrigues him. He has Irish heritage, so yeah. Smile widens, so...
It's got a little brass latch. You slide open, and when you open it up, it's a old-fashioned key with a tassel on the end. And then she, before you can say anything, she reaches out with her little wrinkled hand and touches yours and says, "Someone's interested in seeing you." And there is a address you see underneath the key on a folded piece of paper. And then she murmurs about, "Vacations are so wonderful." She pats you, and then she starts shuffling away.
Thanks, I guess. You have a great night, lady.
She waves at you, and then she begins to hum as she exits. A ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies.
That was strange, but cool. So he pockets the key, he carefully closes the wooden box. Well, he takes out the address paper and whatever, and then looks if the receptionist is there by now.
She is. In fact, it doesn't look like she left anywhere.
Oh. Then I'll go over to her and ask for my packet.
Yep. She just has you sign to say that she gave it to you, slides it over, and says, "If you need anything, give us a call."
Thanks.
Who is the package from, Calysso?
That's just like a mail order thing. He ordered a neon green mankini because he saw it in an ad, and he thought that it might be fun to have one.
Oh god, okay.
He eyes her neck for a little while, getting a little bit lost in the sight, and then murmurs, "Maybe I'll have room service tonight. Thank you. Do you know by any chance if Liborio has shift today?"
She doesn't. With a quick roll, she says you might have to come back in a couple hours when there's shift change.
I'll try that maybe. Just tell him I said hi. And yeah, you have a wonderful evening. When does your shift change, by the way?
She says 11 p.m.
Okay, thanks. Can you do me a favor? Can you bring this, and he hands the box over to her, up to my room? When you send someone for cleanup there, then I can go out right away and don't need to go back up again.
She'll just smile at you and say, sure thing. Would be happy to.
And he hands her a generous tip. And then he heads out of the hotel, looking at the address, fumbling the key. And he just looks if there is any person that is about to enter a car. And he wants to walk up to them and talk them up. Recently, ever since his condition changed, people tend to go along with his whims, strangely enough. And since he wants to drive where the address says, he might as well do this with some company.
All right, roll a manipulation with persuasion. So persuasion and manipulation.
I assume that presence applies here.
It does indeed.
6 successes.
It takes you a while to find someone, but eventually a family pulls into like the round parking lot to go into the lobby. And you manage to convince them to give you a ride or to let you borrow their car.
No, I'm fine with them giving me a ride. I like to
So you squeeze in the
Add a
back
little.
between the car seat and the 8-year-old, who can just
Nice.
stares at you, and the mom turns and asks you where you're going.
Do you know where this is? And I hand over the paper.
The husband is the one who says, "Oh yeah, that's a different place. We almost booked through." And she's like, "Oh, it is. Look at that." And they begin to drive you, and it's just this asking you about yourself, about where you're from. You know, small talk.
He's probably turning it around. He's more interested in hearing about them. He's asking the kid about school, what his favorite subjects are. He asks the parents how they are doing in school, what they do for work, what brings them to town, what their favorite musical is, how they like horror movies. Do they know any good places to eat? Are there areas that one should stay away? How long have they been married?
They're more than happy.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, they're more than happy to start pouring out life story, and eventually it kind of gets so real that it's almost like therapy with the parents.
Oh, he's there for it.
like apparently they're here for Disneyland. He got an offer discount through his work. He works for a couple different corporations, but they are owned by a council of shareholders, and so they're all technically the same company, but they have different branding names, so the contracts sometimes get a little weird. But he has a lawyer that handles all of his contract work. Mom is a stay-at-home mom. She's expecting their 3rd kid. They've recently been having a couple of issues because mom's mom, the mother-in-law, moved in and wanted to come to Disneyland, but Dad just wanted it to be the family. And then she says, "You just hate my mom." And he's like, "Well, your mom's a bitch." And she's like, "But she's my mom." And he's like, "Yeah, I wish she would die already." And they don't really get why. They're just pouring this out to you but they still almost can't help but do so. Obviously, incredibly oversharing. To one point, the husband says, well, the only reason I didn't kick your mom out is because I know that she's going to help you with the baby. Otherwise, I don't care if she's sick. She'd be on the streets. So, it's like, wow.
Whoa. Felix the same. Whoa. That's some strong feelings here.
So, as we fade out of couples therapy in the minivan with Dr. Felix, what does Felix look like?
He just grabbed what was delivered the day before, which happened to be like a burgundy, shiny leather pant, very tight fitting, on this 7.5 feet tall, athletic, lean Caucasian dude with middle length, light brown hair, bright brown eyes, almost like dark amber. Amber, not ember. He grabbed a tie-dye t-shirt with black as a base color and rainbow swirlies on the front. Over that, he wears a hooded jacket that he left open. He has a necktie that he just casually flung over his neck and not properly bound. He's wearing a beanie with a peace symbol on it. And as always, the big headphones. And I think he has just plain dark leather boots on with that.
All right. So as
The height in centimeter would be 1 meter and 75 centimeters.
so you're like a basketball player size?
No. That's relatively short, I think.
Oh. Because you said 7'5", so you're 5'7"?
No, 5.7.
Oh, 5'7". Wait, hold on. Let's look this. Let's do the 1 point. What was it? 7.
1.75
It's about
centimeters.
It's about 5 feet and 9 inches, give or take.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn those Imperial units. And one thing I'd like to add, just before he leaves, he hands the kid, trying to be sneaky about this, $1,000 in $100 bills,
Oh my.
and does the finger in front of the mouth and a little wink, and
Okay, roll a dexterity in itself. Holy moly.
and dexterity. That's 2 successes.
Okay, you slip in the bills, and he's just like, wow, thanks. He doesn't really
Another wink.
have much of a concept of money, but he puts it in his shirt. And he just like waves at you like with a big smile.
And yeah, he just winks again and he goes out, and then before they can leave, he beckons them back and he leans in because he forgot that his tie slipped off, and he grabs in back over his shoulders, headphones on, music on, and ready to go.
All right. We are going to slowly slide out there and take a quick bathroom break. So we'll be right back. And we are back from our break. All right. Azriel,
Yes.
where are you this fine Friday evening, an hour and a half after you awaken?
I've gone to visit my usual bookstore. Partially to visit an old friend, partially to see if he's got anything new in stock.
Roll a wits and awareness.
Wits and awareness. That is a hot roll. That is 5 successes.
Okay. Sorry, just making a note. All right. As you are making your way, you spot a new bookstore, a block from your friends. The sign reads open, and there's warm, buttery light spilling out the windows onto the sidewalk.
Might as well check out this new place.
Opening the door, there is the tinkling of an old-fashioned bell. But no one greets you. You take a couple of steps in, and then on your left, there is a park bench in the middle of the store. And an old woman wearing a gray and red muumuu shawl and pumpkin slippers is beckoning you forward.
I'll move forward. A little on caution.
As you approach, her sagging old face lifts into a squinted-eyed smile, and she says, "It's so good to see you. I've been waiting. Oh, this is for you." And she hands you a red-lidded Tupperware. The nice kind. Glass on the bottom and a rubber top.
I'll open it up.
Inside are two things attached by a keychain link. One is an encased in resin scorpion with an orange gold glittering bottom that mimics the desert sands. The scorpion does not look local to the Americas, to say the least. And then attached is a key. She leans forward, and you notice for the first time that she's got tortoiseshell little glasses. She looks up at you over them. Her eyes, it's hard to make out the color because of the folds of her skin and the sag. But she says, "Someone's waiting for you here." And she hands you a slip of paper.
I'll gently take it. Take a look at it.
"Vacations are a wonderful thing." And she stands, pats your hand, and she shuffles past you. You don't...
I'll go to get the door for her on the way out.
Okay. You turn, after looking at the address and she passes you, you turn to see her and the door's already closing. But left in her wake is the hum of that old song. "Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all." And it just cuts off. As you open the door to see which way she went, you hear a youthful voice call from the back of the shop. Can I help you?
No, I'm lost. It's fine.
Do you exit the bookstore?
I'll actually decide to go where the address.
Okay. So as you are headed downtown towards this address, go ahead and describe what Azriel looks like.
So Azriel's a tall, 6'4", fairly muscular, tan man with platinum blonde hair. The sides are shaved and it's tied up at the top. He's wearing black dress pants, nice black formal shoes. He's got a nice white button-up shirt, black suspenders. The shirt is rolled up on the sleeves, revealing a little bit of a arm sleeve of tattoos. He has a tattoo on his neck in some Greek writing. And he has soft baby blue eyes and a warm complexion.
All right. And so one by one, you all arrive, almost at identical times. Looming before you as each of you, quote unquote, pull up, is a vacation rental place. The neon red signs flicker. Only a couple of them are lit. And they spell C-A-I-N. A single light within the rental location is lit within. It doesn't appear to be closed. Everyone roll the wits and awareness.
Four successes.
Wow. I rolled 3 10s and a 7.
3 successes.
Bestial failure.
Okay, Aurora. Spectre, what'd you get?
I thought I... Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I failed.
We got 4 successes, a messy critical.
Messy critical, yeah.
And... Good. Bestial failure, good. 2 success... Nope, wait. Okay. Alright, for the messy critical and the bestial failure, we'll get to those, but everyone else, you become aware of the other kindred. Some of you are stepping out of Ubers or out of the parking lot onto the sidewalk. Others of you are approaching it from the 180 opposite side of the building. So you're almost in direct line of sight of each other.
So, Mori would have activated one of her abilities before arriving. Is that possible / alright?
Sure. What is it?
Unseen passage.
Okay. What you do
want me
know
to
for
post that?
sure, is all of you are strangers. Felix, you've never met another of your kind, to say the least. I mean, maybe once you saw one in passing, but you know, it hasn't been that long, and you feel yourself a little juiced, a little adrenaline, a little agitated almost, but in an excited way, as you recognize these other individuals, the ones that you can see. as kindred like you, or whatever you are, which is kind of cool, but kind of intimidating, but kind of scary, but kind of makes you irritated, but you're not sure why, but God, you're actually really hungry. And for the messy critical, paranoia. You register these other predators, and you wonder if one of them has taken Fenris. If one of them is to the blame for your missing animal. What's actually going on here? Alright. Samiel. I'm going to do a round robin so everyone gets to roleplay, but Samiel, your first reactions to this vacation home, rental place, all these other kindred. This is definitely the location you were told you were sent to.
I can only see 3 of the 4 arriving, right?
Right.
Okay. And how close is everyone vicinity-wise after, like, I get out of my car?
I would say you're all within about 20 feet. Like, once you walk up towards the entrance of this building, it's, like, perfectly timed.
He's going to tap the car 3 times. And he's going to say to Zero, wake up. Wake up, you lazy bastard.
I believe it's a ferret, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Sits up out of all of the trash that he's made his current nest and blinks at you slowly.
I see you've made yourself a little home in the back there. Anyway, just keep an eye out. You know how to sneak in and out of places. You see something weird, just come and let me know.
You get a plaintive squeak.
That's good enough. And he will put his hood down over his face, even though it's already wrapped in bandages, and begin to walk towards the door as everyone begins to descend upon the building. I don't have Sense the Unseen, so I can't do anything else to see if I can detect anything. I mean, I guess I could roll a Wits and Awareness, but I don't think it would be horribly beneficial.
It's up to you.
No, I think for the moment he'll just kind of be like wringing his hands as he's walking towards the door.
All right. Azriel,
Yes.
what do you do?
So I'm gonna turn to my dog that I brought with me, and I'm gonna tell him to be careful, since there's some unfamiliar people here waiting for us, and I don't know what sort of trouble we're getting into. And I will step out with my dog.
Okay.
Try to figure out who all brought us together.
Right now, you only see some of the other kindred. You're unaware that one is hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, there's a shiver of misplaced recognition. Aurora, what do you do?
I hide. Aurora tries to like get behind like the car or something,
Roll.
and she hides.
Oh, good. Hell yeah. Okay, roll a roll a dexterity and a stealth.
Oh, all right. I have no stealth. So this is gonna be fun. Right, we shall see. But yeah, she's like, she immediately sees all these people she doesn't recognize, and she kind of starts shaking a bit, and she like starts to hide, like her survival instincts of like fight or flight, and she's a flight bird. Like, bestial failure.
So you gasp and then an involuntary like hiss. So everyone sees you, but you hide. You're hidden, but everyone knows where you are. All right, Felix.
And so she
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was gonna say she's gonna wait on everybody to like go.
Okay. All right, Felix.
So this girl just hisses and vanishes, and then oh puppy, and then walking up towards the puppy, and then oh puppy daddy, and yeah, he totally forgot why he was here, and he walks up to this gorgeous specimen, and as always with a few dancing steps in between, and then sorry, but maybe this is rude, but no risk, no fun. Can I take a picture? It'll last longer.
Picture of what?
Of you, sir.
Oh God.
Why would you want a picture of me?
Have you looked into a mirror? I mean, I totally blanked out when I first saw you, and you should model.
Don't tease me. He gives you a little bit of a smile, though, like he's...
I'm sorry. Like I said, no risk, no fun, and if you don't, that's fine. It's just I thought I'd ask, lest I regret it eternally.
Are you the one who summoned me here?
What?
I'll pull up my keychain with the scorpion and the resin.
That's cool. Mine doesn't have one like that. And pulls out his own key. And, no.
It appears you're in the same boat as I am. I'm Azriel. It's nice to meet you. And I'll extend my hand.
Felix, hi. Grabs it, shakes it. Firm handshake. Big smile.
Azriel will match the smile.
So that's a no to the photo?
I guess. He seems a little bit shy.
Well. Anyway. What's his name? Points down towards the dog.
Oh, that's Thanatos. My best boy.
Goes down on, like bends his knees to be on level with the dog, and can I pet him?
I'll look to Thanatos. And back to Felix, and then I'll just nod my head.
Dog looks at side eyes you, Azriel. And then just
It's
sits.
okay, I'll protect you.
And then he just sits as you pet.
And I pet and I give him scratchies and ear scritches and a little bit under the chin, and Felix is busy by until something else happens.
Azriel's watching you closely, though.
Alright, seeing this, Samiel. What do you do?
He'll just kind of look back, kind of lifting his hood a bit. They can't be that bad if they're decent to dogs. Still.
You hear
could
this
be
little
bastards.
tapping on your windshield. You look back, and your ferret is glaring at you like, "Don't you fucking touch that dog."
He just gives the ferret like a look. Just go back to your trash heap.
It's a "Don't you fucking betray me, man."
It's just a dog. I don't know why you're trying to compete
Side eye.
with a dog.
Get the big side eye.
Ferrets are cooler anyway.
And then he goes flat and then slides off the dashboard backwards.
I swear that thing drinks when I'm not looking. And hearing like the hiss, I'll just kind of like lean a bit to where he heard it. You realize we heard you, right? It's kind of like a gunshot in the dark.
That's at you, Spec.
I know. She just looks at it. She's just like. I'm. Who are you?
People just call me Samiel.
Oh. Aurora. And she just looks at him. Just like peeks. And then looks at the ground.
I swear I'm not gonna hurt you. I understand it's a lot to put trust in another person, but I don't bite. Well, I don't think you're kind of my type, but nothing personal.
Do you know about this dog? And she puts up the flyer in his face. Have you seen this dog? That's why I'm here. Someone told me I'd be able to find information.
Storyteller, have I seen this dog?
Roll an intelligence and an insight.
Okay. Let's see here. Intelligence. Yeah, I did. Thank God. Three successes.
You're not sure if it's this dog exactly, but you have seen a very large black dog recently near the woods where Artemis lives.
I mean, I don't know if this is the exact dog, but I've seen it out in the woods where a friend of mine lives. They like to live in seclusion.
Oh my god, really? You seen? Oh my god, any lead is okay. I totally understand. Oh, this is great. Oh my god, I'm so glad that I came here. Thank you so much. And Sam, did I ask your name? I forgot.
I gave my name.
All right, that's what it was. This is Samiel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I knew it. Is there anything I can do for you? A reward? I don't have I don't have much, but you know, I'm you know, I do you like I mean I can treat you to coffee. Or dinner, or do you know I have $20? If that's okay.
I appreciate the courtesy, but food really isn't my forte.
Oh, right. Are you you know, she starts kind of like pointing to you, pointing to her mouth, like, you know, vampire.
He'll just show off his fangs.
Fascinating. Are those are they also, you know?
I can't say exactly, but it's safe to assume.
Do you think they know anything more about my dog?
It's a possibility. I mean, there is a dog owner there, so maybe you'll find something. But
Oh, I don't know if I could talk to them. You know, I mean, they seem really busy, and they know each other, and they're just so. You can tell her face is like bright red. Like she's obviously saying like they're they're so.
You,
You know, they're just not they're not the type of people who would hang out with someone like me, you know? And she starts twiddling her hair like really nervously.
listen, just because you look a little nerdy doesn't mean you're an unattractive person, all right?
Oh no, I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm just saying that, you know, it's just I like the book, and those kind of people don't like the books. And you know what?
Listen, I'm just gonna level with you. I'm on the level with being kind of a nerd myself, but just by other interests, I guess is the proper terminology.
Really? What kind of nerd do you like? I happen to be I'm just really good. Like, history is kind of my thing. I might have written some papers that might have been published, you know? Do you know anything about medieval history, or like the connection between that and vampirism? Actually, I have heard that they don't call themselves vampires, but it's actually kindred is the proper term. But that's all I've heard, you know. It's there, and you know, and that's what I've been hearing, but you know, that's what I've read, and you know, I might have read a few things or two, you know. Am I talking too loud? Am I talking too fast? You know, I'm gonna be quiet now.
I'm familiar with European history in general, so yeah, I know that fairly well.
Pausing there, Mori, after witnessing some communication between these four, they don't seem very threatening. What would you like to do?
You know, Mora's probably gonna go over to I'm just gonna say Aurora, even though she doesn't know the name, and just say, "Don't worry." Just kind of like a whisper. If people wanted you dead, they would have done so. You are safe. And then she leaves.
Aurora jumps, and she tries to hide again.
And you know, she'll kind of like get a good look at everybody, and then just like stop dead in her tracks when she sees Gabriel.
Oh,
sorry, Azriel. She says Gabriel out loud though, and like her obfuscate fades.
Oh,
what the hell are you doing here?
Azriel turned to see Mori. Kind of walk over a little quickly in a hushed tone. Yeah, I'm not going by Gabriel anymore. Got caught up in a little trouble.
You? I highly doubt that. What do you even do that could get you in trouble?
Well, it's not something I did.
She like narrows her eyes.
Pause. Everybody roll wits and insight. Felix, you will automatically succeed because this feels like juicy tea. So you're petting dog and then watching owners, as there's clearly something happening here. Reminiscent of the minivan couple.
Yep.
All right, the other two, go ahead and roll. You need just one. Just one success to recognize there's a past deep relationship
3 successes.
Here. Okay. Aurora, what'd you get?
Got 1 success.
Okay, the 1 success. There's a past relationship here of some depth. Damien, these two definitely were fucking. You're just like, uh-oh. But it's curious.
Wait, I'm sorry,
because
can
both...
you repeat that one more time, please?
These both were definitely enjoying the suck.
Incorrect, but I'll let you assume that.
For his 3, that's what it comes off for you. Is that these
Perfect.
two were, man, feels like an episode of the Jerry Springer show.
Am I good to continue? storyteller?
Yes, I said yep. Yep.
Okay. She just narrows her eyes and then just says, "Did Alice get you into this shit?"
Azriel looks to be like struggling when you say that. Like he wants to say something, but something's holding his tongue back.
Okay. You know, she's just gonna assume that it was. Fucker. And then she kind of like goes in a circle, just like runs her hair or hands through her hair and just says, "I knew there was something up with that girl. He did this to you?" I'm gonna kill
Still
her.
not.
I'm gonna kill her. Is this who I'm here for? To find this woman, this bitch?
Oh,
Did you call me here?
no, I thought you called me here. Now that. I definitely did not call us here.
Right. So, just asking out of curiosity, did everyone here meet an old woman or something of the like? Did they get keychains? She pulls out hers. Got a
I'll pull out
strange
mine as well.
looking anime girl? Like, the fuck is this about?
I gotta say, mine's cooler, showing off the scorpion.
I kind of like this one. She points at, like, the Copic one. But the rest,
I mean, that one is cool.
All right, what do you say, Samiel and Aurora? And Felix?
Samiel will just pull his old-timey looking key out. Looks like it's from like the early 1900s or earlier.
Well, that one's way cooler than mine. I mean, it's not. I mean, I just. Does any. I mean, I don't know if you guys would know this, but Tibetan prayer beads.
I'll hold up my wrist. There's like actually some mala beads on my wrist.
Mori will actually speak in Tibetan. The fuck about Tibetan?
Oh, maybe you can read these.
Possibly.
Oh. But I don't know. She hides behind Damien a little bit.
Yeah, I'm terrifying. She like points at her stature, looks at points at the other two guys. So scary.
Listen, I'm not the one. You can appear and reappear. These other two can't. They're pretty obvious where where they are.
Yeah, but I mean, looks at Samiel, and he could probably just like punch you to dust, right?
Why would he
Just
punch
saying.
me?
No, I'm just saying.
He's seen my dog, and you know what? Actually, this is Aurora gets a little bit of courage. Have any of you seen this dog? I'm here for my dog. I need to find my dog. I haven't seen Fenris since the act. Anyways, whatever. What? Have you seen this dog? And she puts a poster in front of everybody.
Did you accidentally eat him? But she'll look at the poster.
I'll take a look as well.
Dare you! I'll have you know I love Fenris and he has always been well fed. He's on a raw diet. Lady, person.
Okay.
I'll actually call over Thanatos and ask if he's seen this dog.
Scary.
As he leaves, Felix to Thanatos. Damn, that's some strange people here. And then he gets up and turns around and takes a look at all the other people. And is a little bit stunned because of this menagerie of freaks, I guess. And I sense a theme here. Thanatos, Fenris. Any more mythical creatures?
As you
around?
say that, the vacation door jing-a-ling-a-ling and opens on its own. and stays open, as if inviting you into the dimly lit interior.
Well, if that's not inviting, I don't know what.
Mori will turn to. Did you give your new name to her?
Yeah, I'll tell you I'm going by Azriel now.
We'll turn to Azriel and say, be careful. If somebody in there knows who I am, you're in deep shit. Okay? Just stay close.
Don't worry, I'll protect you. It's fine.
She just
I know how to
laughs
handle
and
myself.
I like that she giggles. She's like,
Felix starts walking towards the entrance. As he passes Mori, he turns towards her and just gives an admiring look, and that's a damn cool mask. And then he walks towards Samiel and asks, hey, do you like spicy food? Like a hot curry or something?
I used to like it. Kind of painful to eat now.
So, you know how you have something really, really hot that gives you the shivers and everything, right? And he looks over to Azriel or Gabriel or whatever. And he looks at Samuel and does like this little scrutinizing. You know what's even better? And then leans in as if to whisper, but he doesn't really care if anyone else hears it. You know what's even better than the spicy hot? The cool, ice-cold, pristine glass of milk afterwards. To bring you back down to earth. And he pats him on the shoulder. Thanks for being my glass of milk. And then he moves to Aurora and takes the picture and gives it a look. Again, with a smile, hands it back. Sorry, haven't seen that. But you gotta tell me something about that, what was it, Tibetan prayer beads or something? You seem to know an awful lot of that stuff.
Oh yes, I love his it's what I do. It's like my life. You know, history is just it's a wondrous thing full of treasures and
He
troves.
puts out his arm while you talk. Why don't we get inside and make ourselves comfortable?
Yeah, let me tell you all. She grabs his arm and just starts talking about how she met the woman and just like basically recounting everything. Like doesn't understand the situation.
And he just moves towards the entrance. Oh, turning back around towards Mori. Yeah, I did see a little old lady. She was nice. And continues.
Don't underestimate her. He might get you killed.
Like this, laughing out loud audibly.
As Felix is walking towards the door, Samuel will just like look at everyone and be like, "You're welcome, I guess," and just
Is he
also
holding the door?
and just start walking towards the door. And yes, he will need to like actually like lower his head just to walk into it, I'd imagine.
all right, once inside, each of you one by one. Thanatos makes it to the threshold, and he stops. And he growls before he continues inside. I need everyone to roll a wits and awareness.
Four successes.
I got 5.
3.
Three.
Okay.
That's also 3.
Okay.
A crit and 1.
The lights inside the vacation home begin to flicker, and then they turn on in a series. One directly in front of you, then to the left, forming a pattern in a line, almost like an S that leads to some steps that descend into the earth. Do you follow the lights?
Can I activate Eyes of the Beast now?
Yeah, you can with that. That allows you to see in the dark, correct?
Yes.
Because I know there's one that allows you to see what hunger people are at.
That is
will-
not the one.
Gotcha.
I will also do the same.
Make
Wait.
it 3 because I will also do the same.
Wait. So I'm in between a bunch of people whose lights start flaring up right now?
Yep. And their eyes
Whoa!
glow red.
What the heck? Hey, they really must pump me full with the good shit. And he turns around and starts walking again.
This time, Aurora has definitely slowed. Like, she stopped talking. She just suddenly stops and, like, looks around. She is on alert.
Okay.
Just
Where are we?
so never mind.
Mori,
Yeah.
do you have anything like Sense the Unseen or Eyes of the Beast?
Nope.
Okay.
She'll just say, well, that confirms a couple of things.
Are you struggling in the dark?
No.
Do you guys head downstairs? Do you follow the lights?
Basically, once we are inside, Felix will just call. Hello? Someone there?
There's no answer.
We're
But
here.
the lights begin to blink more rapidly.
And just go down the stairs.
You know, if possible, I'm totally going to investigate. Just like, is this like a setup? Is this like, what's going on? Kind of. She's very alert.
Azriel will kind of stick with Mori.
With your original wits and awareness, it doesn't seem like this is a trap. In fact, this doesn't seem like it's even possible. And you're not really sure why your gut is telling you that, per se. But it is. Telling you that it's something to go and see. Like a draw. Like a moth to a flame.
Alright. She'll move forward, but very guardedly.
Okay. Alright, everyone just whisper, because I gotta type some whispers. Whisper, whisper.
Whisper.
Whisper, 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 whisper.
I'd like to hear about our whispering. Woo!
Felix doesn't care
Here-
about whispering. No one told him to be somewhat sneaky, so
You know,
blah 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 blah.
the best, you know, what I love about whispers? Also, Copic Doll Whispers. Copic Doll Whispers brought to you by Copic Doll Games. They're super awesome. You should go check out our channel, check out our YouTube link, comment, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the games.
Okay. So, wits and insight, which I have nothing in. 1, 2, 3. 3.
Okay.
Lucky me.
Samuel, the cats have been summoned. Yo, psst, psst, psst.
Oh, I know. If you have a cat in the room, I'm not sorry.
I don't, but I have inner cats and they have been summoned.
Noise.
Sadly, mine usually just lay around on the couch.
They're just like, effort.
What is the first thing you notice when someone approaches you while you're taking a relaxing rest on the couch?
Their eyes?
The audacity.
Like, you son of a bitch.
Laying on my couch? Doing in my house? Dare you?
Okay. Those of you that can see in the dark, as you descend the steps, and the room opens up into a wide, short hallway that Samiel actually has to almost hunch to continue down. The lights keep blinking, and then they stop and turn to the right. And there's a metal door, dented, dinged, and heavily locked. There's no window peering into the door, but the lights, like a runway, just blink, 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 and turn. Blink, 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 and turn. But those of you with night vision, when all the lights, in their time, in their circuit, switch off, you see a figure move into this doorway.
You saw that, right?
Be careful not to offend. That's all the warning I'm giving you.
Offend what?
At the large, red, dented and dingy door, there are 6 heavy locks, bolted, strapped, and nailed into cement wall and metal door. But you all get the feeling and the urge that you have to get inside. I need everyone to roll a composure and a resolve.
My specialty.
Same.
To resolve. Would this have is it like some sort of compelling? Is it like a dominator presence effect?
Not quite.
No.
Not quite.
I don't
no.
think so.
Nope.
I got
All
2
right.
successes.
It's not something that it's gonna force you to listen.
Okay.
Bestial failure.
Or successes.
Okay. Aurora got 2. Felix, bestial failure. Okay. Mori, what'd you
Well,
Usually
get?
one's a
most.
crit. Does crit count as 2?
Oh, that's 4.
Okay.
If it's 2,
So I have a crit and then 1
if
normal.
it's 2, it has to be 2 crits for it to be 4.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I got 5.
okay.
My dice are very happy today, apparently.
Okay. Azriel,
Yes,
what'd you get?
I got 2.
2. Okay. And Samiel?
4.
Okay. Okay, so everyone except Felix is not compelled. You're not forced. It's like a craving. A really strong craving for your favorite food. It's something you're almost helpless against. Something succulent, delicious, luring, amazing. Something filled with ecstasy and need. Felix, I'm going to give you, Calysso, a little creative leeway in your bestial failure. This is... Oh, you have to get in this door, and you're feeling a little violent about it.
So, is there anything around here that one could use to shatter the locks or whatever, the chains, and
None.
like a crowbar and break off the thing?
You could try looking further down the hallway, but immediately everything that you've
No, that
passed
would mean
so
that I
far,
need to go away from this, and I can't do that.
There's nothing immediately in the vicinity.
So, there are locks. I have key. So, key and lock. So, he just very briskly walks up towards this, and there was a number on my key. So, is there a number on the locks?
Roll an intelligence and a... Actually, yes, you do see...
Like, if he immediately sees the number, he's tried
You
it.
do.
Otherwise, he will just try one lock after the other.
You do.
He
You see
is-
the number. It's there,
So,
scratched into the metal.
so he immediately jams it in and turns the key. And then this isn't fast enough. So the others have keys too. So he was walking with Aurora. So he looks to Aurora. And she has this key in hand, I think. And this time with somewhat menacing smile and bad fangs to grow out of his mouth a little as he comes a little bit closer and zooms in on
He
the
backs
key.
away.
And he comes closer and closer and stretches out his arm to grab the key. You don't
No,
mind,
he,
do
she,
you?
she. No, yeah, yes, I do mind. What are you doing? No, you don't.
It'll be
No,
fine. We
No.
came here for a reason. Aren't you curious? Don't you want to see what's inside? I can almost taste it.
Then open your lock. Don't open
I
mine.
already did. Yeah, but okay, then and he closes the gap, basically trying to grab her gently by the shoulder, but
Nope.
With
She
full
does.
comfort.
She jumps back and she starts backing up the stairs.
Mori
Wait,
will
wait,
step in
don't-
between the
Can
two.
I?
and
Okay, what did Mori say? Mori spoke first, then Azriel.
Mori is getting in between the two and says, "Back the fuck off."
hi, you have a key too, right? So why don't you try?
If he touches Mori, she's going to like literally just pull him over her shoulder and throw him to the ground.
Okay. I don't
Yep.
think he's quite touching her, but he seems really intense. All right, Azriel, what are you saying?
Can I roll an insight to see like what's got him so worked up?
It's the same feeling that you composed yourself over. It
Okay,
is
putting that to
an intense desire to get
I
this
wanna-
door open.
I want to try to use Quell the Beast on him to calm him out of his little frenzy.
Okay.
So that is a Charisma Animalism versus Stamina Resolve.
Okay, both of you roll.
I'm great at resolve. I have one success. Wow.
So I got 5. For with a vampire, it's the difference will. The win against a vampire prevents the target from performing blood surges, and then while the beast is quelled, vampires do not score any messy criticals. Against vampires, this only lasts a turn equal to the difference in successes.
Wow, I'm calm for 4 turns. Yippee!
I was trying to help you out.
So, if we don't open the door, why are we even here?
I yell out into the darkness. What do you want? What is in here? Why is it so important that we open this door? I don't understand. Why do you
Seems
want
like
us?
we were chosen.
Why? For what? What makes
Only
you
one
so
way to find
special?
out.
Storyteller, what if I look at my key, is there a number on it?
No number, but there is a lock that matches it.
Okay. Samiel will just quietly, as they're all arguing, just go and put his key in the lock and turn it.
Okay, as you do, you hear like a sigh. As it turns and clicks, there's a...
I got an idea. And he
But
starts
only
to move
Samiel
outside.
hears it. Only Samiel hears the sigh. So,
All right. Well, eventually we have to open this door. Standing around here in the dark is pointless. It's either we can argue or we can open this damn thing.
I agree.
If we open and unleash whatever's on the inside, it is our responsibility.
Then we'll handle
Exactly.
it.
Also, let's all calm down. I don't feel comfortable if you just come up to me like that. I'd rather we think of this rationally.
Yeah, sorry about that. You do your thing. I have an idea. And he starts walking past Aurora outside.
She looks to to Azriel and Mori, as in to say, like, go. She just nods.
Azriel actually come over. Are you all right?
Well, frankly, it's kind of spooky. I don't like it. I don't like how he just changed. I just don't like it. Just gives me a bad memory. That's all.
It's okay. He calmed down. Everything is fine for now.
For now.
And he just tries to give you a reassuring smile.
She just nods and she looks at Mori and she's like, "Thank you, by the way. I appreciated that."
Yeah, of course.
Anyways. So, what are you guys gonna do? I mean, you guys can go before me. I'll go last.
Okay.
So, she turns to Azriel.
Yes.
I'm not getting hostility from this area. Whatever is in here is powerful, but they aren't necessarily out for blood, if that makes sense.
Well, I'm still curious on my own end. I want to know what summoned us.
She'll just take a deep breath. Whatever. I'll follow your lead on this one, I suppose.
I'll look for a lock that matches my key.
it isn't hard to find.
I'll stick it in the key into the lock. Look over at Mori. I'm glad whatever it is has brought us back together. And I'll give her a smile. And I'll turn the lock.
She'll give like a sad look back and just like under her breath she says, "I'm not." Take a deep breath and then do the same. And then she'll say out loud, "You should never have been brought into this world."
He just looks at you trying to figure out how he wants to take it.
Then she'll just kind of clarify and just say, "You're too good for this. I don't know."
He'll just give a soft smile.
They're having a moment.
Aurora feels so awkward, like the
opened
third wheel.
Once it's opened up, she'll take a step back and just wait.
So Aurora's gonna try to separate the key and the bead, so that only the key goes in and she keeps the beads. So what she's gonna do, just in case the beads fall, is she's gonna put the beads in the bag and then try to take this string from the key.
Okay.
Is it easy to do? Is there like an easy way to do it, or do I have to do it the hard way?
Storyteller?
I'm sorry. Was I muted?
Yeah.
It's different than your typical key ring. So there's no easy way to just slide it out. You think, after examining it for a moment, you could manage it, but it would take a bit of finesse.
I'm gonna try to do that then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dexterity and, funny enough, a larceny.
Okay. Sorry, the dice take up. If this doesn't work, what I was thinking about doing is taking a picture with my phone. Oh. Is that enough? I got 2.
Yep, and you take the power beads off.
Alright, so I keep the beads and then I just put in the key and turn and take a step back. Like I jump back.
You're the last one to put your key in.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody roll a wits and awareness.
How far do I get before they decide to open the door? If I witness this still while on the way out, I'll turn around. Otherwise, the plan is to go to one of the cars, and if need be, smash open a window or something to get car keys to get to the trunk to take the tools out and use the tools to break open the door.
Just roll a regular d10 for me.
A 3.
You only make it to the base of the stairs
When they
when the last key is
Start.
turned. Yeah.
then I cancel the plan and just quickly walk up to the door and eagerly await what's behind.
Okay. With the locks undone, you all watch as the handle begins to twist, dropping down. And then
I hide.
very slowly. Okay, sorry, I'm just checking. What did Mori get on her wits and awareness?
Oh, so she got a bestial crit.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
And Samiel?
4.
Okay. And then Aurora got 2. Felix got 6. And Azriel?
I had 5.
Okay. So you all see the handle move on its own and then it begins to open. It gets about a quarter of an inch and all of the lights turn off. And we're going to end there for tonight.
Woo!
That was fun.
That was
Hell
fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
happy we
great.
finally got to play. So happy.
Woo!
I love everybody's characters. I hope I didn't offend anyone. I'm trying to play a character who's not nice.
Thank you for joining us for this podcast / YouTube series. Catch you guys next episode.